Hey guys, good to see you all.
We talked a lot about you being paired with Kirk again.
hmm
How much of the stuff you guys are doing is carryover from 19? How much of it is variations, newness?
Yeah, I think when in terms of system, schematically, there's, it all comes down to, our identity as an offense, and I think a lot of that is the same. And there's obviously different things, and things change over time to get advantages. But I think the biggest thing is kind of routine and how you attack game planning for an opponent, and that's the same, if not even more in detail and depth. So I think that's a huge part of, in terms of week to week preparing for an opponent. Um, where it feels like it's the routine, getting things going, and um, schematically, there's obviously a lot of the same things and a couple new things in there as well. But I think the biggest thing is kind of as you get into the season in terms of routine and when you're watching what and how to prepare for that is that same kind of carryover from the past, which is a huge blessing and a huge help for me.
Yeah, we were talking to PJ yesterday about he thinks this offense has a chance to be more diverse than
hmm
we've seen the last couple of years. How much
Yeah.
is that? Obviously, you have quarterbacks that started 40 games, but the playmakers you have, it seems like you
Yeah.
have more guys that are capable of step up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think of that. I think that's a huge part of it. When you look at, every receiver that's out there, guys that are very dynamic. Obviously Chris played a lot of ball here. Michael Brown, Dalen, Brevin, all these guys who have, great skill sets, who have worked really hard and mastered their craft in the off season. Then obviously our running backs, with those guys. So I think, there's a lot of guys on the field who can go and make plays for you, which is a huge help, for our offense and obviously for me.
Did you feel quicker in the pocket making decisions?
Yeah, definitely did. I think there was, it was a lot. For me, I think it was a lot quicker processing things and getting from 1 to 2 to 3, knowing when to escape, when to get out, and when to move on and when to hang on a guy. I think I felt really good about that going through progressions. There's obviously, I could obviously be quicker at times, and a lot of things to improve on. But I think, I felt very, very confident in what I was seeing and moving on when it was there and when it wasn't there.
You had a pass, I think, to Brevin where you were scrambling and you came up the middle and he broke free in the middle of the field. What read was he for you there?
Yeah, so it can go that play can go a lot of different ways. He's really number two, and as a split, there was a guy eyeing me, and he started to move away from Brevin, so I was able to just dunk it down to him for the first down. Really play that cat and mouse game with that guy as I'm running. He's got to pick somebody, either play me or play Brevin. So it's a great job by Brevin with catch after the run too, and just being locked into me, knowing that I could spit this ball out to him at any time. So I think that was a huge conversion for us, and I believe we went down and scored on that drive too.
Seemed like you got a kick out of the fact that you guys had an RPO slant for the first play of the game.
Yeah.
First game, what kind of brought on that reaction?
Yeah, I mean, I just think it was. It was obviously a great call. Huge. I think it was a 14 or 15 yard gain for us on the first play of the game. And in the past, it's something we've done a lot, and to be able to hit that in the first play, I don't know, it was cool. It was a good feeling. And Chris made a great catch on it too. But to be able to scheme it up for the first play of the game and to hit it, was pretty fun.
After getting a chance to look at the tape from the first game, just kind of what were your thoughts in general on the offense and that to pick up 38 points? That's kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, our guys played really hard, which is a great thing to see, and it doesn't shock me at all because it's what we've seen all training camp. The guys up front played with a lot of howl, and it was fun to watch them do their thing and run and in pass game. And I think, for us, we got to continue to execute and do the little things at a higher level. Being violent with the ball. I got to be more accurate, give guys better opportunities for catch and run and things like that. So I think we still got a long way to go. We got to continue to get better each and every day, but what was awesome was how hard the guys played and how we played together. I think that was really fun to watch.
South Dakota State pushed Iowa pretty hard. Same thing with North Dakota and Nebraska. When you see FCS teams do that, does it maybe catch your attention when you're coming up to play one this week?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of good football across the country, but I think everybody in here knows a game last year where we lost, to a team we were highly favored over. So at any given Saturday, if you're not at your best, you can and will get beat. It doesn't matter who the opponent is, what level they are, if it's FCS, Group of Five, Big Ten, SEC, whatever it may be. There's good football players on those teams as well. So I think, again, for us, it always comes down to, it's about us, and we have to be at our best every Saturday to give ourselves the best chance to win, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, there seemed like there was a crispness between look at this sideline, getting the play in, trying to play more rhythm. Is that?
Yeah, I think that's a great assessment. I think again, it comes down to it's a huge thing with our signal operation. Those guys, all 6, 7 of them, do a great job for us. And then just knowing looks and, being able to look over to the sideline and anticipate a check or anticipate what might happen helps out a lot as well. But, I think it just comes down to the whole operation and things went smoothly. And, there's going to be times throughout the season where we're going to get checks with 5, 6 seconds on the clock, and we're prepared for that with how we practice. And when it comes to that, you got to make it go. But I think it was a smooth operation, and but again, we got to continue to get better at it. And I just felt it was like you said, a crisp, smooth operation in terms of whole signaling process, getting the formation, the play, getting everybody lined up. It was pretty cool.
You had that role as a redshirt freshman, the signaling in.
Yeah.
Any stories from that you remember that you bring to today?
Not really. I mean, when you're in that role, it's easy to get to feel like, I don't know, you're not in the zone, but it's a crucial part of the whole operation. Really, it's at the end of the day that those people control what we run as an offense. So if something's wrong there, the play call might have been perfect, but if the signal's wrong, then that's the play we're going to run as an offense. So it's an incredibly important and crucial role for us. And, I think, those people who do it deserve a lot more credit than they get or, from the common fan. But it's a very important role, and it's a high-pressure situation too. You got to know what you're doing and be ready and super locked in throughout the whole game.
Part of that is there's so many because it's for each position group as well, right? There's different.
Yeah, I mean, there's different things. We switch it up from time to time. I'm not going to go super in depth on that because I don't want to give away anything. But there's a lot of guys that are involved in that process, and that play a really important role. And again, each and every single role that they have, each individual that's a part of that has a huge role on our offense.
What do you think of Clint Geary coming back for 17?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it shows incredible grit. He's been a great leader for us, for our team, for the receiver unit. Obviously, he's been through a lot, and to see him out there on Thursday night was very cool. It was a cool feeling. He's grown a lot. He's gotten a whole lot better since his knee injury, and it's a blessing to have him as a part of our team and definitely as a part of our receiver room.
Yeah, PJ talked at length yesterday about mental health initiatives that you guys do to daily check-ins or whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to you as a player, from a player's perspective, to have those resources and you just want to go have chat with somebody?
Yeah, it's crucial. I think it is something that we don't take for granted as a program. The resources that we have, being a part of this program, a part of this university, with Dr. Carly and her team, and also just the coaches and the coaching staff that we have who are always available, and the things that we have, and that it's encouraged to use those resources goes a long way for anybody going through things, or if you want to, improve the mental side of your game, which is a huge part of it. So, we have Rachel coming in this Saturday, and she's been a big part of our program and talked to us for the last 6 years. So, her initiative is really cool, and we're really glad to be a part of it and to have her here for this Saturday.
What'd you learn about your offensive line? The 4 new starters is, you get to play with them first time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really, 3 Axel's started and played a lot of ball for us. So, obviously he didn't start the whole year last year, but I mean, he started a whole year for us and has played a lot of football for us. But I mean, I think those guys did it extremely well. They played together. It's all about offensive line, 5 together as one. And I think that's what they did a really good job of, getting the calls in, understanding who they were working to, what their combinations were, working in the pass game and their protection. And, again, they played really hard. And that's what I love to see. People are going to make mistakes. They're going to get you at times, but playing hard is something that we can control, and I think our guys did a phenomenal job of that.
Any more for Tanner?
Cool. Thanks, guys. Have a fantastic week.